What's up, guys, and welcome to another video. Today, we'll be discussing the unfortunate disappearance of Trenny Lynn Gibson. Trenny Lynn Gibson sadly vanished in 1976 and was never seen again. Her disappearance remains a mystery, and my deepest condolences go out to her family. Join us as we venture into the shadows, where the unsolved, eerie mystery surrounding Trenny's disappearance takes center stage, and the question still lingers. What happened to Trenny Lynn Gibson? On October 8th, 1976, a Knoxville, Tennessee high school loads approximately 40 students onto a school bus. Their plans for the day were to go trail hiking in the Smoky Mountains, but little did they know that by 3 p.m., they would be embroiled in a mystery that still haunts many of them to this day. That morning, Teresa Trenny Lynn Gibson was 16 years old when she got on the school bus. Happy to spend the day with her friends outside of the classroom. It takes about 1 hour and 40 minutes to travel from Knoxville to the area the class was going to, Clingman Dome. Given that they were riding a school bus, probably a little longer. In the overall scheme of things, none of that matters. After starting their hike on the trails, the students were divided into smaller groups, and their itinerary was to hike from Clingman's Dome on the Forney Trail to Andrews Bald and back. Trenny had gone hiking with multiple groups of her classmates during the day. She and a few of her friends decided to pause and take a quick break at approximately 3 p.m., but Trenny decided to continue walking the trail ahead of them. According to one of the students, she was about 200 feet away from Trenny when she stopped, bowed down as though she was studying something, and vanished off to the right of the trail. Another friend she had been hiking with reported that she had seen Trenny for a split second before turning to look away and realizing that Trenny had vanished. She was reported missing to park rangers at approximately 6 p.m. That evening, a search was launched, but progress was slow as the weather turned from clear to rain and then fog. Before any aerial searches could start the following day, helicopters had to wait for the fog to clear. Over the next few days, an increasing number of people offered to help look for Trenny. To reduce needless traffic during the search, rangers blocked access to Clingman's Dome. About 6 tracking dog teams were deployed by the searchers. 3 of them detected her scent at the Appalachian Trail intersection and proceeded to follow it to Clingman's Dome. More dogs became aware of her scent about 1.5 miles from Newfound Gap. There was an open beer can and some cigarette butts found on the ground at the location the dogs indicated, but no mention of whether they were considered fresh, so to speak. Some speculated that she may have wandered off herself, but Trenny had left her purse, bank book, makeup, clothing, and cash at home. She also had $1,000 in her bank account, which she never withdrawn. Wouldn't Trenny have taken some of these items with her if she was planning to flee? What's more strange, Trenny had a star sapphire pendant and ring, both given to her as birthday and Christmas presents. The pendant and ring were discovered in the possession of a Bearden High School student who couldn't explain how she obtained them. Here's something else that's strange. Trenny's parents, Robert and Hope Gibson, reported an incident a few years prior in which another Bearden High School student attempted to break into Gibson's home. The invasion was halted when Robert shot the intruder in the foot, and the intruder was sentenced to time in a juvenile correctional facility. The intruder had threatened Trenny while he was in the courtroom, claiming he would hurt her once he was released from juvenile detention. The family was worried that the student might have done something to Trenny that day because he was back at the high school at the time of the field trip. but he was pretty much ruled out as a suspect after the principal found that the student had been attending classes on the day she vanished. The FBI was contacted at some point to help with her search. In an attempt to find out more information that could point them in the direction of her whereabouts, they conducted interviews with Bearden High School students. Many of the students, though they weren't sure with whom Trenny could have run off, apparently believed that she might have done so. Trenny's whereabouts were searched extensively until the end of October 1976. In the end, the Gibsons sadly divorced despite their best efforts to keep their family together following her disappearance. Now that we've gone over what happened leading up to her gone missing, let's get into some of the theories regarding her disappearance. A lot of people think she was kidnapped. Certain individuals even propose that she was inadvertently taken prisoner and detained in the observation dome while divers searched beneath her. The dome was not searched at the time. Her kidnapping could also have occurred by force, in which case the scent dogs would have lost their trail. It's thought that Trenny could have been easily carried off due to her diminutive stature. This theory is supported by some evidence. More of the same brand of cigarettes were discovered along the road where the search dogs lost Trenny's scent, and cigarette butts were discovered close to where it is believed she went into the woods. Some speculate that this suggests she was abducted by someone who picked her up off the trail and brought her to the road, where a car was waiting to take them away. Another theory is that Trenny might have wandered off, become lost, and perished from exposure to the weather. October lows in the Smokies are typically 40.8 degrees Fahrenheit, which is frigid enough to cause hypothermia in some people. The nights are frequently colder, with lows in the 30s. There is also a chance of damaging winds, with some gusts reaching speeds of up to 8,100 miles per hour. Trenny's death might have been caused by the cold weather for sure. And another possibility is that Trenny got lost and later came across a predator, such as a black bear. The Smoky Mountains are home to about 1,900 black bears, some of which can weigh up to 600 pounds in the late fall, according to the National Park Service. That is more than big enough to attack and murder a small adolescent girl if hungry enough or feels threatened enough. Among the widely accepted theories, the one that seems to have the most merit is the one in which Trenny wanders off and then gets lost. Given her apparent interest in gardening and landscaping, it doesn't seem entirely implausible that she might have spotted an intriguing plant, ventured into the forest to investigate, and then realized she was lost. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Trenny Gibson's disappearance is still classified as a missing persons case as of June 2023. Trenny was 5'3" inches tall, weighed about 115 pounds, and had long brown hair and green or brown eyes when she went missing. My condolences go out to the family, and I couldn't imagine losing a child. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments some cases you'd like me to look into. Now, click on the screen to watch my last video or subscribe for more pastime mysteries.